any society that's going to stabilize itself across time has to be predicated on the ability of people to communicate. Why? Well, because that's how we think. Because you might think you go home and think. It's like, first of all, don't be thinking you're that good at thinking. It's really hard to learn how to think. You have to learn how to divide yourself into several people internally. And then you have to let those people represent things you don't want to represent. And then you have to let them have a war in your head. And you have to be able to tolerate that. That's really hard. And you probably can't do it. There's very few people who are expert at that. It takes years of training. So how do you do it if you're not able to really think? Now, that doesn't mean you can't think at all, but don't be thinking you're an expert at it. Well, you do that by talking to people. That's how you think. And then the question is, why do you think? Well, Alfred North Whitehead said, the reason we think is so that we can let our thoughts die instead of us. So imagine you have a stupid idea, which is highly probable, right?
Just imagine.
You might have 50 of them a day.
Many.
So then you think, well, let's go act out that stupid idea, which is what you do if you're an impulsive. And so you act out the stupid idea and you get just walloped by the world and maybe you die. Well, so what's an alternative? Well, why don't you throw your stupid idea out on the table to a bunch of other people and say, well, I have this idea and I'm kind of thinking about acting it out. Is it stupid? And maybe you're prideful about your idea because, you're attracted by it and you thought it up, whatever that means. And so now you're glued to it, plus it tiles something for you. So you're invested in it. And you don't want it to be a stupid idea, but then fine. Do you want to die? Or do you want let your idea die? And so a lot of what we do in dialogue is kill stupid ideas. And we do that so we don't act them out. And we don't want to act them out because then we die. And this even works biologically. So the part of your brain that generates thought grew out of the part of your brain that you use to voluntarily control your actions. So you could say a thought is a potential action. People think a thought is a representation of the world. It's like, yeah, not fundamentally. Fundamentally, a thought is a potential action. So then in your imagination, you make avatars of yourself. So that's you in your imagination. What if I did this? It's a little avatar of yourself. You think, what if I did this? Here's the world. I act like this. These good things happen. That's my vision. Then you throw your vision on the table and you say, well, I have this vision. And you say, well, that's a stupid vision because you didn't take this into account. And how are you going to do that? And you think, oh, that sucks because I had this vision. But, well, thank you because I didn't see those snakes, Right. And then it's tricky because maybe you're mad because I had a vision and you don't have one. And so you're pissed off about that. And so you're just attacking my vision because, you don't have anything better to do.